Staffel.
Hey, Margaret.
Margaret.
B. Mark.
And action!
Today is a very big day. All hell breaks loose.
Lori! Here! Over there! Go back.
Walkers break in and they get separated and they're caught off guard and it costs them. Today we actually are losing 2 of our main characters. It's the last day for Irony Singleton as T-Dog and Sarah Wayne Callies as Lori Grimes. These actors have been with us since the very beginning of the first season. It actually ends up being probably what will be one of the saddest episodes we ever do.
Action!
We put the T-Dog death in that episode because we felt that would play to fans as if that was the death. And they would never expect another death, an even more horrific death.
That is a wrap on T-Dog. Irony, guys.
I got word that T-Dog would die. I got that before we started shooting, before production began. I'm sad, you know, but I've had such special bonds with everybody, seems like. That's the part that I'll miss most about being here. But I've taken a photo, snapshots in my mind.
It's a big hole when someone dies on the show because it's not just their character that dies, but they leave this aftermath with them.
I consider all of you family. You will always have a place in my heart, wherever I go. Love you guys. Thank you so much.
This is one of the most unbearable jobs as an actor, because you meet these people, you kind of fall in love with all of these people, you work with them in this crazy show, and then I didn't think of it in the long term, because you end up saying goodbye to these people.
We kept saying this season, what's the worst that could happen? Like, this will be fine. It's gonna be fine. It's not fine. Good night, love.
I informed Sarah Callies that this was happening to her character. She was a pro. She realized it was good for the series.
At the end of the day, you sign up for a show called The Walking Dead and you know it's gonna end. And to be able to go out like that was amazing. Maggie, please. Guy directed it so beautifully. He said he wanted it to look like a Caravaggio painting.
I have no anesthetic, no equipment.
Carl is a knife.
The knife that's used for the C-section is actually Carl's, which is so horrifying. He has always carried that knife. He's carried it since about halfway through last season, I think, once they started realizing they weren't always safe on the farm.
And it's a real knife, so please be careful.
Yeah.
Lauren prepared how she would do a C-section, not too much, because we wanted to be clear that she was doing it for the first time.
Let's take it from the cutting.
There were a lot of literal layers involved in that C-section scene. The pregnant belly rig we had on was basically a swimsuit with a belly and other things attached to it. But the prosthetic belly was just glued on. I was an hour in prosthetic makeup getting the belly on because it was a different belly.
Let's take your time. We actually have a tummy that you can put your hand inside, so it's not like you're going to know immediately to put his hand there. You're going to cut her open.
And then there was a layer on the inside that looked like the uterus, and that actually compresses and tears out, and then they shove the baby in it.
Greg Nicotero and the K&B team are kind of magicians with what they pull off.
Pictures up.
That fake baby is unbelievable. Everybody sees the baby and goes, ew. The umbilical cord and all the guts and the blood. It's one of the grossest things we've ever done on the show.
And action.
They did an insert shot on it, cutting it, and the blood. So there's a tube at the top of it that attached and went up here and then went out, and they were just pumping blood into it. And the blood went everywhere. And then I became this piece of meat. I felt like, you know, medical students with a cadaver. And there's a great moment. I'm on the ground, and so my perspective is of 12 people looking at me just going, okay, yeah, great. And I was like, Ron, give me your camera. And I snuck a few pictures, and there's pictures of, you know, the cast and crew just standing around, all looking horrified.
The Walking Dead family is very, very, very close, and it's become a bit of a tradition where the other actors come and watch their fellow actors' last scene. So they're all there, and this one in particular is, I think, going to be one of the most traumatic deaths in the show, and it's really traumatic for us to watch.
It's a huge body blow to the group. Sarah Callies is just the most magnificent actress any leading man could have the honor of working with.
I walked out after we did the first couple of setups, and they were white as sheets. I consider that high praise. When they kill you on this show, man, they kill you good. They kill you good. If it feels easy, don't do it. Don't let the world spoil you. This is my home. And we built it into a home. And you don't usually do that. Usually you build a job.
I love you. My sweet, sweet boy, I love you.
To take these kind of risks with these kind of warriors, it's amazing. And you leave with as much gratitude and grace as you can possibly muster. But I don't know anyone who's walked off the show who hasn't just kind of spent a few days going, whew, that's gonna hurt. That's gonna hurt.
The Walking Dead. All new episodes Sunday nights at 9, only on AMC. For more exclusive video, go to amctv.com.